for the ground. I'm a 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning chat, morning Zoom, morning boys, how are we doing? Morning ladies, morning everyone. Let me check how all systems go. Happy Friday to all. And yeah, let's get it. Just make sure all systems go here. As far as I can see, everything looks a-okay. And yeah, let's have a look. Morning. Thank you everyone for saying good morning. Hope we're all well. Happy Friday. Let's get it. So let's do the analysis as always. I don't know where I drew this line, but damn, is that accurate or what? I'm trying to still figure out, Harry, where did I get this 250 line from? So this was drawn yesterday, that line. It's so accurate. I really want to know what it is. It's super far back as well. And if someone can find that out for me later. Maybe I got it off 4 hour. Why didn't I write every single thing, but the one line that is the most accurate line on the chart, I don't write down what it is. Well, whatever it is, it's damn accurate, I'll tell you that much. So however I managed to, I think it has to be somewhere on daily. Yeah, it's daily resistance. Very accurate. Thank you very much. That's damn nice. So if any candle closes back in this daily resistance, you know we're having a good pump towards the upside, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, we reached back to the top of our range. GJ has made it back to the top of the range here, which is nice to see. Previous daily closing bullish with a long rejection wick, not closing above our daily resistance. Till we close above this daily resistance, there's no continuation. And realistically now, till we close above this range, if we can close above 250, 249, I think we will see the move towards that monthly resistance. And we will have, but what we have now is something very special, guys. We do have the setup 3 on the monthly has officially broken the highs now. So if we're looking at probabilities, this looks good, right? Monthly made its bottom wick, flipped now. Everyone's trying to sell GJ, and look what happens. We break the high here, which will give us the opportunities to reach that 186 level eventually. Will it happen this month? Maybe not. But you know, it definitely is giving us some upside move. Looking at the weekly time frame, this weekly close for me is gonna be huge today, because if we close above the range, especially above these wicks, setup number 1 all day, and you know where we're going after that. And I think the real move, the quick move, will happen once we start to get back above 250 here. But as for the session, daily is closing bullish here. 4 hour time frame is kind of in a range here, so you can consider this a slightly more bullish range in my opinion, because we don't have a 4 hour candle closing below support. So this becomes a whole support zone. Not interested in selling. Everyone who's tried to sell GJ has not been very happy, right? And what's important today is that today is JPY bank holiday, kind of why we've seen a range in the Asian session, but we have the GBP volume coming, and what's even more important here is we have GDP news coming out. So we'll see how much this impacts the market. This is coming out in time is it right now? In about 20 minutes here. So basically looking like we're going to wait for news and then see what happens after news. They're expecting forecast to be 0.2. I want to see what the previous was. Let me click on this, please. Or not, you know, that's totally fine if you don't want to let me click on it as well. Okay, now maybe will you let me click on it? Thank you. So basically, when was the last one? Last one was June and July, sorry. Came back as minus 0.1. So yeah, okay, you know, they're expecting the numbers to go up a little. They're expecting the value of goods, right, to be increased here. Consensus among UK will have managed to scrape out very small amount of growth. So we'll see if there's growth. If there's growth in growth might be also negative to the pound because it might indicate less interest rate hikes, which will of course bring us a pullback first, but we might just see an initial spike first. So definitely interesting to see what this news will do. Let's bring back our drawings. We can see the same 4-hour resistance is still key back from here. I'm keeping it up here because it's also a 1-hour resistance. 4-hour support kind of zone there. You'll see it all start to make sense once we go down 1 hour. I was keeping it because of the top of the range here. This is the 1 hour top of the range, so I think that makes sense. We do have a 1 hour resistance here, something like this. What does that look like on the 4 hour? Yeah, okay. What's the difference between here to here? 3-4 pips. Should I move it down? Let me calculate here. See, 15 minutes. Yeah, it's probably more accurate if I move it down here. Well, anyways, we would target this anyway. So this is our 15-minute resistance at the moment. So, you know, buys do make sense above there, to be honest. How big is the range? 11 to 15 pips, not the best range. Sells, not looking to sell GJ. Buys from the bottom of the range, definitely an option that I quite like, actually. Quite like buys from the bottom of the range. Definitely a tradable range here with our bias being bullish here. If we can still respect the 4-hour support, buying from 4-hour support is always sensible in that. And yeah, I would quite like it. This bye-bye and bye-bye. Yeah, so I would quite like a pullback to the bottom of the range. Support to be formed at the bottom of the range to continue up bullish. We will wait for news here, of course. I think that will be a good step to do. At the end of the day, let's have a look at gold as well. What did gold do overnight? So gold slowly made its way down to the support zone here over New York. Again, the last 2 days have been super simple in New York, right? It's done the exact same thing. London's pulled back, New York rejected. London pulled back, New York rejected. Who's noticed that? Let me know in chat. All right, let me know in chat who's noticed that. We spoke about it yesterday, especially Zoom guys. I've been pointing that out very clearly, and I hope you guys have been seeing that and how that's been, right? How you could have traded gold during New York with keeping that in mind. Let's see in Zoom if you guys have been listening to that or you just completely ignored it and not willing to learn anything. Right? You guys should have taken note of that. That was very, very, very simple. Guys are sleeping. Come on. Wake up. Time to work. At the end of the day, it's been very, very simple. None of you have noticed that. I talked about it yesterday. Look at the stream. Look at the beginning of stream. Come on, YouTube chat. You guys should have been looking at that as well. Right? London pulls back. Nobody trades gold here. Not trade, but just watch it, right? Just watch it. I just want to explain, right? Miss NY session? No, you don't need to trade NY, but what I want to say is what I've been pointing out. Everyone is trying to take trades in London, but I've just pointed out that London pulls back, New York continues the trend. London pulled back, New York continue the trend. That's what I want to just point out, right? So understanding that New York is the better session, but not trading. You don't have to trade it. I don't expect anyone to trade it. I just want to point out that New York is the better session to take gold trades because look at how inconsistent London. Can you guys see the difference here? London, New York, London, choppy, 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 New York, after CPI easy sells. Right? This is the difference. And this is what I want to talk about. At the moment, gold is at support, so very tough to trade. If you can look for counter trend buys, is really tough, to be honest, but it is an option maybe above 1915 here, 1916. I would prefer to see support above and then try to retrace some of that move for all of you guys trading gold here. So that's basically what I'm looking. Noticed it, but also noticed that it goes through phases like this. Yeah, that's why in the beginning of the year, gold is always it's okay to trade at London sometimes, but now in the summer months, it's best just to stick with New York. And I want to make that clear because people will just lose money in the markets, right? So that's why I just wanted to point that out. So yeah, that's the analysis, guys. Pretty simple, clean day today. Friday, of course. So at the end of the day, we just have to wait patiently, as we always do. Patience is our biggest source of income. Well, my biggest source of income. Maybe not for you guys, because some of you guys are not patient. And yeah, and that's that. So if you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know what I'm going to ask. Can we please do the YouTube business? 379 of us in here today. I appreciate everyone showing up. Grateful to have you on stream. And if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. Let's get this up to at least 200 likes. That's 377. All I ask is to press a button, and it's the YouTube business. It's not my business. The YouTube business has to be said. As you guys know, hate to say it, but definitely does help. Shows me you guys are active, wakes you guys up, make sure you guys are engaging. And yeah, so if we can get that up to 150 at least, or 200, I'd appreciate you smashing that like button. Hate to say it, but it's what it is. YouTube business is what it is. Let's pump the like. Yeah, because likes seem to bring liquidity. Good morning, Harry. I tried opening an account on IC Markets. Matt leverage it gives me is 1 to 30. How do I get 1 to 100? Depends where you're based, brother. If you're based in a country that has rules that only allow you 1 to 30 leverage, then maybe you're capped and you have to look at another broker that can maybe support higher leverage. Can you please? What is the usual effect of JPY holiday? Does it result low high volume? It normally results in amazing pushes, but when coupled with news, maybe market waits for news, because what happens is that there's no trading over Asian session. So we build a lovely range like this, and then London banks open, start trading the GBP, and it starts breaking the range, you know. We don't get a push like we had the other days in Asian session, which, you know, kind of messes us up for London. I have 30x leverage and I never have problems risking 2-3%. Yeah, you don't need more than 30x leverage, to be honest, risking 2-3%. I do agree with that indeed. But depends on your account size, you know. Maybe he just wants to practice with a $100 account. Then obviously it's not going to be the best. But yeah, I don't think... For me, I don't even calculate leverage because I'm never using a lot of leverage. I don't even... How much would I use on my... how much leverage would I need on my account? Yeah, with 20x leverage, I can get super far. So yeah, 30x leverage is enough. Thank you for the answer. All good, man. All good. Morning, morning. I'm on Gbpjpy. Should you close it? Well, if you don't... Guys, don't be stupid. If you take a buy... and you don't know what the hell to do with it, why are you in a buy? It doesn't make any sense. Have some common sense in the markets, guys. This is not a game. Have some common sense. You should have a plan before taking a trade. You shouldn't take a trade and say, I think I'm going to take it, and then I'll ask Harry if it makes sense. No, have a plan and say, listen, I took a buy because of this, and at the moment, I'm a little bit worried about the resistance we're at. Do you think it's a good idea to close? See that difference? Not, am I in a buy, should I close? You achieve nothing. You achieve nothing. If I say, yes, you should close, and you close, what have you learned? Tell me what you've learned. If I just say, yes, close it, what have you learned? You're never going to get better. You're going to remain in the same place, and you're going to end up losing and losing and losing and losing because you can't replicate profitable trades. And you don't know what a bad trade is because you can't identify it. You have to identify it. There's my rant of the day. Do you have a course? Yeah, it's for free. It's the cost of zero. My course is on YouTube. I don't sell any paid course. If you want to have my course, it's on YouTube for free. It's called Full Forex Course. Right? There's no course that's paid. News in 10 minutes? Yeah, let's put that on the screen. Right? I would definitely close your trade and or manage it before news. Definitely be break even for news. Advise that to you for an account safety point of view. Does news affect gold? Maybe slightly. But nothing crazy. The news will greatly affect the GDP. I bought at 174.500. Should I close? Amazing trade. Can I please look at Euro USD? Okay. Quickly look at it. Just because I'm feeling nice. Daily, same long rejection. Not the best close on daily. Doesn't give you much information. 4 hours trying to break up here. We probably need to get above the ranges here. Yeah, I think buys can make sense above this resistance here. I think early buys can be above 1.0992, around that area. Yeah, 9917 maybe. And then easy buys above this range here, which is going to be 994. What signal? No signal. You're here for signals? Leave the stream. Bye-bye. Can you do analysis on gold? We did a full analysis on gold in the beginning of the stream. Just right click your tab, duplicate it, watch the beginning of the stream. Harry's tired. No, I'm good, brother. Friday we need to clean, because many people come on Friday and they're like, it's the end of the week. I'm telling you, there's people in chat like this right now. It's like, it's the end of the week. I've had a terrible week. I'm down money. I need to make it all back today. They're like, I need to make it all back. So let me join 5 different live streams and try find a signal and go full margin on all of these signals to make all my losses back. This is their mindset. Right? At the end of the day, Friday is a day where it's supposed to be the complete opposite. Friday is like, I've done my job during the week. How can I just follow my plan? And if there's a setup, I take it. If not, I want to preserve as much profit as possible. Some people don't even trade on Friday. It's in their plan not to trade on Friday. Right? Yeah, exactly, Goldinium. Friday is the last day you would trade. Yeah, I mean, why would you give back all of your profits for the week on Friday just to make a little bit more, or to try? You can end up in a worse position going into next week. Only take a trade. Friday should be treated as any other day. If anything, you should be a little bit more risk adverse and only take setups that really make sense. Don't try anything tricky. Like on a Tuesday, I might try something a little bit more complicated because I know that I have the rest of the week, right, to trade and take options, and Tuesday's higher volume and stuff like that, right, because we're midweek. On Friday, my goal is just to be like, if there's a setup, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to be scared of Friday. Actually, a lot of good moves happen on Friday, end of the week volume of positions closing and stuff like that. But I'm just going to take, setups that are actually, make sense. I'm not going to try anything tricky. I don't want to give profits back. Full margin gang? Yeah, they're here. Friday's chill, relax to close up the week? Yeah, exactly. What makes you lose more on Friday? Mostly psychology for people. Harry, no chill sharp is here. Yes, sir. Can you flex for us? You want to see my those pips, man? I flex for the only pips, and the only pips they get some flex. Hey Harry, what's the meaning of trailing stop? Means that, like, let's say you take a position here and you put a 5 pip trailing stop. Every time price moves, your stop will always be 5 pips below until that fails. Don't watch the stream just for the signal. Instead, try to learn. The stream is the stream for me is just me showing what I do here. That's it. I'm just streaming what I would have been doing by myself in the charts. And I just wanted a community. I wanted to change. I wanted to help people and show people the reality of trading, not someone who is on the outskirts of trading claiming to make 25k a day, claiming to make 50k a day. Right? Are you a student? Brother, you ask this question every single stream. It's not funny anymore. It's annoying because then other people ask me the same question and you know I'm not. I'm not. We trade drastically different, but there are similarities because we both trade price action. Can you please do a recap on GJ? I was late. Do you think... So, if I am late to something, if I'm late to a meeting with a very important person, you think I can show up late and tell that guy to the meeting, in the meeting, hey, just restart. Forget about the 400 other people in here. They have to listen to everything again. Just for me, restart and do everything. Just go back and rewind the stream. It's there. Social media is killing traders' mind. Best to avoid social media. Yeah, social media sets unrealistic expectations. And a lot of those expectations are fake, actually. Right? A lot of people are fake. So you can't, you can't rely on that. News here in 2 minutes. Let's see what we get. A push up or down. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Up or down? Pro people don't know how to. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. Came late, but you're catching up? Yeah, we're waiting for news here at the moment. Everyone saying up? Everyone's saying up. Interesting. Quick move down, then up. I think a pump up and then a no bottom wick pump up. Actually, no. I think a pump up. Really, I realistically can see a fat candle coming to fill this area here. And then flip. Or a spike and a flip. It's actually hard. This one's hard for me. This one's hard. This one's hard one for me to kind of predict. Brother, please cool down. I'm cool. Are you hot? I think a quick move down. Harry, why is GJ very popular among traders? I think it's popular among a small group of traders. I'll show you something after news. We have news here in 20 seconds. Let's see what happens. And I'll show you it's not as popular as you think. Actually, what if nothing happens? That would be funny. Boom! Big rocket. Damn! Let's go. If you're in trades, I'd probably look to close. Don't be greedy. Be happy with the move. Right? Leave a runner if anything. Watch this 4-hour resistance I have marked here. Watch this zone. Watch this zone. Tap it. Now watch. How accurate is my zone? How accurate is my zone? Come on. How accurate is my zone? How accurate is my zone? Okay, not that. News does not care about zones. It's just pure volume. So yeah, upside was correct. How do you know when there's news are coming? Because there's days where you don't wait for news. Oh no, this was a red folder news event. So whenever there's a red folder news event, we wait for news. Wow, 0.5. Man. Much better than expected. That's a 3-point increase. Very interesting. So 3 points higher, they saw the economy grow. That's very interesting. Yeah, trading news is not a plan. Getting in before news can be an option. What's the time? Time is now 10:01, so this is done. So news candle, oops, news candle came. And someone was asking about why GJ is a popular pair. It's actually not as popular as you think. Look at, it's popular because live streamers like to use it. I just use it. I've been using it for a long time. I've been using it for 3 years, man. 3 years. Reason I started using it is I used to trade GU. I didn't like GU. And then I chose GJ because basically I saw that it was a lot more volatile at the time. And it was trading close to Bitcoin. And other traders were trading it, so I could reference my analysis against them. But if you look at the amount of positions, right? Popularity, it's not that popular. It's actually one of the least popular pairs here. GJ is one of the least popular pairs. So it's actually not as popular as you think. And the scary thing here is that look at how many people are short on this shit, man. Are you kidding me? 81% of people are short on GJ. You know, see how far ahead we are by just analysis? Everyone is trying to short this, and I've just been telling you guys, not ready to short, not ready to short, not ready to short. Right? GDP's grown by 0.5% in June and showed a 0.2% in the 3 months to June. Wow, so GDP is growing. I wonder what that means. Damn, and GJ's pushing. I'll research that after. Is GDP good or bad for inflation? GJ has a ridiculous spread? No, it's not. It's not ridiculous. If you have the right broker, right? If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. Do the YouTube business. 550 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. I do appreciate everyone here, but you know, you have to do the YouTube business. Do the YouTube business for the pump on GJ here. More inflation, more, yeah, but GDP, I want to see GDP's relevance to that. I'll research that later. What's the plan now? Wait for this candle to calm down. We need to see what this candle does. How does it close? Once the candle closes, we can make decisions. right? But we need to wait to see what happens with this. It could reject and close with a long wick, rejecting 184, right? We don't know any information now. Candle is moving erratically because of news. We don't know if there will be more volume that comes in. Now is a patience, and we trade our same setups we've always traded. Right? Nothing changes. Everyone sees a big candle, they get excited. How can I get in? I should have taken this move. For me, this is nothing. This is irrelevant. You know, this doesn't make a difference. I haven't missed anything here because it's not in my plan. These moves happen all the time. Yesterday, price pumped, but when you guys were sleeping, no one gives a crap. But now you watch it live in front of you, you have FOMO. Right? You watch it live in front of you. I should have been in. Let me go to 1 minute. Let me try find an entry on 1 minute. Then you guys are buying the highs here, getting caught in pullback. Now you're gonna try buy this support on one minute. Right? Now watch. Everyone's trying to buy this support on 1 minute. And guess what happens? You lose long term. Because you can't replicate that. So let the candle calm down. And if the volume continues after news, we will use that to our advantage. If it closes above, do we wait for setup 1 or setup 3 to fill the wick? Yeah, we'd probably need like a 3 or something. Something a bit more advanced than a 3. Higher GDP, better for the economy. It means more people are spending, money flowing. Yeah, but more people spending, but the economy might be getting more expensive. So that's not necessarily good for inflation, right? So we have to, I understand that stuff. I just want to see how that's relevant to inflation. Your screen image not clear because you're watching in low quality. Change the quality to 1080p and you'll be amazed. Bro, everyone's selling GJ. We just checked the Forex sentiment. 83% of traders are selling GJ. They're off their heads. Harry, do you have a video on breakouts? I'm trying to understand breakouts in a ranging market. I think you're not subscribed to me. If you were to subscribe to me, you'd be blown away that one of my most recent videos is... I don't know if I can make this clear. Can I make this clearer, guys? My breakout strategy? I don't think I can. Like, it's literally there in front of you, clear as day. So yes, I do have a video on that, and be sure you're subscribed so you get notified of this, and then I don't need to read all the questions. So yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, leave a subscribe. I do appreciate it. Your labels are way too small. You're probably watching on a small screen. Harry, the best trade? Thank you, thank you. Look, you might look at EU, I'm looking to buys. Yeah, we talked about that earlier on. I think that makes sense. 994. Yeah, now is it getting around that zone? Yeah, 994 makes sense. I would prefer like a thunderstorm above there or something actually. But if this closes bearish and the next one closes above, then it looks fine. People don't even try to figure things out. They want it handed to them. Exactly. Where are you from? Originally England. I think SMC traders are selling, betting on price to retrace back from the order block below. They could be if that's their plan. Hope it works out for them. If it doesn't, then they need to adjust their plan and find out why. Why did that not work? Right? They need to be able to replicate that over time. If they can't replicate that over time, then they don't have a profitable plan. They just have something that they think that works. And that's a lot of you have that. It probably wants to take out the highs. It can do what it wants, guys. This is a mindset you need to stop trying to predict the market. Just stop trying to predict the market and react to it. Stop trying to say it wants to do this. If it does that, then I'll do that. No. Look at what it's doing now and think to yourself, this is where price is at now. What makes sense for me to try get into price at the moment? Not what will it do for me to get into price? No. What makes sense now? What makes sense right now in the market that I'm able to take a position? What do I need to see? Not what does the market have to do? It's a slight difference, but it makes a huge difference in your trading, right? Not what do I have to see? Not what does the market do? You have to think to yourself, what do I have to see, right? Look at gold. We looked at gold. Gold is boring, right? Buys above this range, I said were an option. I think, yeah, buys above this range could be an option right now. Breaking this high, 30-minute. Did it close above? Yeah. Yeah, this was your trade here. 30-minute break of the high, you would be in. Probably move around, break even somewhere here. And that would have been your trade on if you're trading gold in London. As I told you, summer months, not really looking to trade gold on London. But this was your trade. Very simple. 30-minute close above the range. Target the next zone. And look, you could look to hold this realistically. I'd say break even around 1917 and look to hold it up to maybe around 1918. Clean trade. What leverage do you trade on? I don't even check. I think it's set to 1 to 100 or something like that. Maybe 1 to 5. Because since I'm risking 1 to 3%, you never use the maximum amount of leverage. Leverage is irrelevant if you are using proper risk, right? Bro, I live in Canada. What broker to use to invest my own money? No leverage. You need money. You need leverage to trade Forex. Forex moves in cents. So we need to be trading on leverage here. We need to be trading with lot sizes. Otherwise, go buy some Japanese yen, and as GJ goes up, you'll lose money now against the GBP. GBP chat? Yes. Dictating what the market has to do next. Bad idea. Luckily, I blew out that phase. Yeah, it is a phase for sure. I remember when I used to trade, a big thing in my trading was when I used to trade, I used to say, for me to take buys, price has to come to this zone. For me to take sells, price has to go to that zone and reject off that zone. But I realized by the time it reached that zone, I missed the whole move in between. So I realized at the end of the day, what I should be focusing on is just trying to catch the movement of the market that's in front of me. Trade two zones. Dude, what's your 1 to 5 risk to rewards trading strategy? Is breakout? What's my take on 1 to... I don't care about risk to reward. I do believe in positive risk to reward makes sense in most of your trades, but if there's a day where it has to be slightly negative, if you're profitable, then guess what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? Because you just take what the market gives you. That's my opinion. Do you flip $100 account to 1,000 like these days other YouTube are doing? What benefit does that do? Please explain to me what benefit that does. Flipping account is gambling. It doesn't... It's just... This is for entertainment. They're not teaching you the skill. They're trying to entertain you. To give you unrealistic expectations. You know how many accounts they probably blew trying to pass that if it's real? And then they show you the one that they finally managed to flip because they got lucky. They probably blew $1,000 10 times, risking $100, trying to get lucky on the trade. Right? So don't waste your time with that. Focus on growing your account slowly. Oh yeah. Nice 15 close. 5. Yeah, maybe breaking the high could be it here, guys. That could be it for sure. Stops down here. Yeah. Look to get up. So this 15 has closed here on GJ. And it's a bit of a deep close at resistance. There's not much range, so definitely not taking at the break of the high. After a candle like this, nowhere to keep stop loss. I need to see some form of structure formed if I'm going to take buys above the high. So I need to see price close bearish, maybe, and then close above the range. Then I can look to trade back up to here. If not, I need to see a nice pullback to continue buys. If there looks to be some good volume in the market, if this candle can close bearish, maybe I can utilize it at the break of the high to continue the move. If this keeps pushing, I'm not just going to take 5-minute back-to-back bullish candles. At some point, I do feel this is going to pull back. So buying the highs here is not a good idea in my opinion. Right? You have 1 hour resistance up here as well. Probably should mark that. For me, risk reward is non-existent. I only have stop in place, and then once the trade moves into profit, I move TP to break even. Watch TP zones. If it rejects, works for me. Yeah, that's good. How should I manage a funded $10,000 account? If you don't even know the answer to that, you're not going to pass that funded account. Sorry to tell you, but it's the truth. If you don't know how to manage an account, how are you going to pass it, brother? And passing it is not the main thing. You have to generate profits on it so it pays you out. Who cares about passing a funding challenge? That doesn't mean shit. Passing a funding challenge does not pay you money. You only get paid money when you start withdrawing from that. So you need to make sure you have the skill before trying to pass a funding challenge. I'm already funded, bro. Good. So now you have to manage it. How do you think you're going to manage it? I received my first payout today. Weird feeling. Congrats. W's in the chat. Janice received his first payout. Mashallah. Amazing work, man. Congrats. So you're going to manage it by managing your risk, right? Risk 1 to 3% per trade and just follow your plan. That's the simple way to manage it. But that's amazing, man. Look at that. Everyone's W's in the chat for you. He's capping. He's not capping, man. He's been in the group for a couple of months. He's been working hard. And now he's being rewarded, right? This is what happens when you surround yourself with good traders. Is he's able to progress, but he's not been spoon-fed. I didn't give him that with the money. Right? He did it himself. Why? Because he took the information that we give in the group. He asked questions. And trust me, he asked a lot of questions. I should know. Right? And I could give direct feedback to him. Not over a call on stream. That doesn't get you that far, right? So that's amazing. You should put it in motivation and achievements. It's a small section we have in our Tradesharpe exclusive. We have motivation and achievements. Anyone who achieves something they would love to share, we put it in here just to have a look and to understand that people should be rewarded, right? Here's the plans that the exclusive sent today. Fair enough. I'll write something later. Yeah, you're welcome to if you want to, man. So yeah, GJ tapped that 1 hour resistance perfectly. Perfectly tapped that 1 hour resistance, and now it's rejecting. So good to see that being respected. And this is what we want to see. We want to see that news has calmed down now and price is now respecting structure, right? So we want to see that, you know, that consistency start to come back into the markets here. Where was that line drawn? That was drawn on the 1 hour. Check this out. Very simple line. Has a lot of relevance. Just drawn right on the 1 hour right here. Like this. Beautiful relevance. Do the YouTube business. Hit that like button. Yeah, how much of us in here? Yeah, 600 people. How many likes? 200? Yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream, you know the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but definitely helps. And leave a like if you're enjoying the stream. Shows me you guys are active, engaged, and you guys are very quick to press the buy and sell button when I call a trade, but the like button, everyone shies away. We can easily get to 300. And also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a subscribe. We have a new video dropping on Sunday, and if you want to be able to be notified about that video, the best way to do is to be subscribed. I post really good content that I spend a lot of time making. I spend a lot of time planning, and you know what, you know the value. I just put value in this content. So if I put value, you guys want to be part of the value. A lot of people are benefiting from the content. So to be a part of that and to be a part of the Tradesharpe family, we should do what? We should subscribe. Yes, sir. What would be your target? I know what you're in, brother. I'm watching you. Don't worry. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Since you had a bad week, man, I would not let this trade lose. What a bad yesterday. If you can recover your losses from yesterday, that should be good enough to call it a day on a Friday. So either look to secure profits. Let's have a look. This 4 hour resistance might be an old issue, but it was okay the last 2 times we passed through it, so not too much of an issue. We're pumping pretty fast now. This was CPI, I'm guessing. No, it wasn't CPI, it was post CPI. Definitely break even now. And I think profits should be taken at around this rejection zone here. 1.1. 1.1 flat. Where's 1.1 flat? That's going to be the next. Are we above it? Yeah, good. We're above it. Yeah, you're looking at max target 1.1057. But if you recover, if this is enough that recovered your loss from yesterday, then just close so you can be sure that you had a slightly positive or a break-even week. Because if that rejects, you can't be sure, and now you're still ending negative. So that's the best. That's how I treat Fridays. If you know, to make sure I'm in the same position. Even if this messes off to the end of the screen, this starts pumping and you could have made more, that's could have. We don't trade off of could have, would have, should have. We trade off certainty, and it's if I can be certain right now that I can make up for the mistakes that you may have made yesterday, then you do that. You take the profits. Because it's pushed in one candle, at some point this 5 minute should pull back, which you can see it's doing, and it might take its time before it starts going towards the upside. If not, you'll just have to hold, and yeah, all depends on your standpoint. And that's what I mean about break-evens and stuff like that. It's hard because it's all personal standpoint, right? Personal standpoint of what has happened to that person during the week, right? Because if you're up for the week doing great, then you don't need to manage it like that, right? You can afford to be a little bit more lenient. You recap past every previous trade video? Yeah, so if you guys want to see my trade recaps, follow me on Instagram. I think I post the trade recaps on Instagram. So I definitely think you guys should follow me on Instagram. We need to get that up anyways. So everyone drop me a follow on Instagram at Tradesharpe. I'll also post it in chat in case you can't search Tradesharpe, but it's pretty easy to search Tradesharpe. Let's get this up to 3K. Would appreciate that. I post a lot of effort here. There's a lot of good videos I post. All of different stuff, all different But here's all like the trade recaps. This was another trade recap. And yeah, we spent time posting the trade recap. So make sure to have a look at this. And I always post updates on my story of trades that are taken maybe in New York. What happened after stream. Stuff that we're doing in the exclusive in case you want to see. All of that stuff is posted there. So be sure to drop a follow. And yeah. You only trade London and US session? I trade many London session. My whole point of trading is not to be at the charts for 12 hours, 8 hours. That's not what I want to be here for. I want to do my job and leave and get on with my day and allow myself more time to do other tasks. You have to realize trading has huge opportunity when you allocated a small amount of time that pays you a full-time income for a part-time job. The amount of money you're able to make in 15-20 minutes is non-comparable to any other job in the world. And it's the only job in the world that you can actually work for hours to lose money. Right? You can sit here for hours to potentially lose money. Every other job in the world will pay you for your working. Brandon Harding follows you. Does he trade? No, Brandon Harding, I know him. We spoke about some stuff, yeah. But yeah, I met him here in Dubai, Brandon Harding, and he was a good guy and he decided to give me a follow. Janice is finding the truth, huh? No, not big. That's how I really make my money. Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. He came to Dubai and he needed. No, I'm joking. Unless you own your own business, you can work for months without even making money. Exactly. That's why you want to spend a small amount of time, right? Focus on one session mainly in trading and then focus on other things, right? Do other hustles, other projects, and scale as an individual. Don't scale your whole income. Think of trading as an investment and you're letting that investment work, and then you scale your income in other places, and it's a huge self-development path. Because trading is the only job in the world that also doesn't rely on a customer, does not rely on a supplier. You can trade in any economic condition, and even in bad economic conditions can be the best trading you can make because of the volatility. And you can also trade anywhere with an internet connection. So that is a huge benefit. That's a huge avenue. And then if you allocate, because the more time you spend at the charts, the more variables you add. With more variables have more variation. With more variation means more inconsistency. So if we can remove all of that and say, if I can just be at the chart for a specific amount of time, have the least variation, the least inconsistency, and the highest probability of me winning, then instead of trying to spend more time at the charts, taking more trades to make more money, why don't I just risk bigger on that single opportunity that I have per day and then be happy with the result, win or loss, right? And with the idea is when you develop a profitable strategy, you should be winning most of the time. Right? And then that's your opportunity. If you don't make enough, learn to risk more. If you can't afford to risk more, get a better job, save more money. Right? Nothing is going to be handed to you in an envelope. Everything you have to go out and do and improve your own situation. And you should notice everything around you starts to excel, starts to grow, right? You scale your trading, you scale your hustles, you scale whatever is around you, right? You scale as a human being. And that's how you're really going to grow in this game. And you'll notice trading has so much more reward than you expected. It was just having an understanding of what to expect, right? Not trying to force yourself to make 25k a month from trading when you can't even afford a 5k account. It doesn't make sense. When are you going to enter a trade? When there's a setup. Agree, trading is by far the best business investment I've had. Yeah, it's a huge opportunity, but a very complicated game and difficult thing to do. So you need to give it time. Everything takes time, guys. Good things take time. And at the end of the day, this to scale your trading is gonna take time. The internet has just made this like some sort of get rich quick scheme, which is actually the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite. Are you constantly deleting and redrawing support, especially when it closes above? No, I just leave it because once it closes above, it could come down and act as support, right? 2% win, nice. Yeah, my saying is, trading is the hardest way to make easy money. You know, it is the hardest job, but if you're good, it gives you huge opportunity. But we don't want to allocate too much time to it because it's going to take away. It's going to defeat the purpose of trading. Go check any top trader in the world. Their most money is actually, you want me to tell you how guys really trade? They trade for the first 3 months of the year, and then they work on, most traders who trade without being on the internet are actually work in banks, they're financial consultants, they're hedge fund managers, all of this stuff. And what ends up happening is that what they do is that they trade for the first 3 months, right? They trade maybe February, March, April. They make their money for the year, and then they take a few trades here and there, and then they concentrate on their financial services business, like their hedge fund, or maybe they own something else, consultancy, or they do something like that. And that's it. Don't you trade NY too? If I didn't take a trade in London and I see NY is a good session, then I do trade NY, but I don't sit at the charts all the time. I don't sit here for 8 hours looking at the charts. I set alerts, and when those alerts trigger, I quickly have a look because I'm also doing other things. You understand? So now I intensively look at the charts, but in NY, I've seen the movement that's happened in London, and I can understand the flow of the market. So by the time I reach NY, I just need to set alerts, and if anything happens, we talk about it in the exclusive group, and we're like, hey guys, looking at this right now, looking at that right now, blah 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 blah. So that's how I work it, right? And in the exclusive group, people like to trade NY because they only allocate 2 hours now in London and 2 hours in NY, and they just chill together. I mean, that's totally fine. It's just my personal preference, right? So I do trade NY for sure, but it's only if I want to. If I want to take more trades, or if I didn't take a trade in London and I think NY will be good, I'll trade NY. But I do stream NY, like there's once a week where I'll sit down and sit there and look at the charts and trade NY. Otherwise, I'm active on the charts, right? I'm looking at what people are doing NY. I'm reading the people's messages and giving feedback and all of that stuff. Do you have a public record? Yes. If you guys don't know already, we do have the stream journal, and you guys can have a look at the stream journal right here. Very nice and clean. You can access this by joining the free Discord. Once you go to the free Discord, go to resources, and it's the most recent resource. So definitely check this out. This is a huge resource because not only do I post the setup, I post the time the trade was taken and the link to the video. If I had this when I started trading, this would be game changing. Game changing. Why would this be game changing? Because I would be able to say, okay, this is how they're managing a trade live. You see all of these guys on Instagram, and you guys are so impressed at someone on Instagram showing you their MT5 with 20k profit, 25k profit. I don't give a shit about that. I want to see how they did that, and I want to see them do that over time. And then I can prove that's a good method. And this is exactly what this is. This is consistent profits over time, and you can go back and see how it was done, which is huge. Huge resource. On your YouTube channel, do you have all the information, or you have a paid course? A lot of information's on YouTube. I don't sell a paid course. because I don't believe information. I think information should be given, but what people have to pay me for is people have to pay me for my time. So people will pay me for my time if they want to learn how to apply that information properly. Application is where people fail, and that is exactly what takes my time, is helping people apply the information. So I give the information for free, I charge for the application, right? Which is how you're going to get better, because it's like someone teaching you about football. You know, Messi can talk to you, or Ronaldo, whoever, top football player, can tell you how to kick a ball, but that doesn't make you better at kicking a football. It just gives you the idea. You need them to see you do it and give feedback, and that's gonna cost, of course, right? So that's how it works. But unfortunately, right, most of the people on the Forex internet, they say, this is how you do this, this, and this. If you want to learn my strategy, buy my course. Then you buy their course, you get all the informations, and you're lost. You're like, now what do I do? You know, you get confused. Where can I go to pay you for one-on-one? All information is on my website. My website's in the link in the description. At the moment, one-on-ones is not open, right? But yeah, if you want to be on the list to apply, just go drop your application, and I can set up something. I'll speak to you. But all my official links are in the description, all right? How to join your Zoom session. Zoom session is gonna run now. These are the guys in Zoom. After the stream ends, we're still gonna speak on Zoom. I'm gonna get their feedback. Some guys took trade on EU. I wanna listen to what they did, how they're managing it right now. Then I'm gonna see this trade that's taken on AU, it seems. And we're gonna see all their feedback and stuff. And at the end of the day, to join that, you have to be part of the exclusive community. So that information's all on the website. You can have a look here. That's to join the exclusive community. And yeah, that's how you join the Zoom. Right? All information's there. I don't need to say it. I'll pay you $100 an hour for the sessions. It's not much money, man. And I don't work like that. I don't care about, I don't care about paying for the hour. Just focus on understanding what you want to achieve, right? You don't need to shove money in my face. You can see my website. Everything that I have is on my website, right? Looks like gold trade in your Zoom chat. No, this is AU trade in my Zoom chat. So let's have a look at for the boys on EU. Maybe I should give them a little bit of help here. I'm interested to see how they manage this. So I know Brian should have closed break even like I told you, or he would have closed in profit. If you have not closed the trade, then 5 minutes for this 15-minute to close. I mean, if you've had a good week, you could be stop loss or TP, to be honest with this. I don't like the way it's closing. I think it's not a good sign. But give it a chance at this support here. Anything closing back in the range, you can manage at the break of the low of the 5 minute. That's the way to manage it, right? Which will also be the break of the 15-minute low. But basically, that's how you'd have to run it. I close half and half at B. I like that management. I think, yeah, there was no point of losing the trade at this point here. Especially when it came back to re-break its own low. That's the best. That's what I wanted to talk about in the Zoom. But if you're still holding at the moment, you can have to give it a chance to bounce off this. So yeah, price on GJ is bouncing off this 1 hour resistance at the moment. Playing there. I'll double it, 200 an hour. You know, I don't need, it's okay guys, you don't need to pay me 200 an hour. I'm not sitting here asking for money. If I provide you with my time, you pay for my time, but that's how it works. It's based off what I offer, and what I offer I have on the website. It's not like that, you know? I mean, you could pay, people don't want to pay $50. They complain there to be part of a community, you know? So, what's your net worth? That's a very rude question. Very, very, very rude question. Send me your bank account statements. Send me your, you know, you don't ask someone what their net worth is. I'll send you mine. Why don't you ask someone what their net worth is? Because that's personal information. It's not information I want to disclose on the internet. You know, it's not necessary. Okay, if I tell you what my net worth is, how does that improve your life? Tell me how telling you my net worth improves your life. If you can tell me a real reason why, then I will agree with you. Because maybe you have a valid reason. But as far as I know, I don't need to do it. You can see, go look, you can figure out, you know. Or say, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. That's what I'll say. Motivation can be shown through materialistic items. Yeah, but you don't ask someone, you ask them, you know, if you want motivation, ask someone what car they drive, or, you know, how much, you know, they made in a trade for motivation, stuff like that. You don't ask their net worth. What's the best way to study? Check out my YouTube channel. Best way to study, I promise. I'm just sharing my experiences. That's why I feel it's the best way to study, because I shared what I did and how I got to here. I know who asked you that. Yeah, it's weird. Since formation on a few times 50-minute closing above the range, and then a 5-minute pulling back closing, building 5 resistance. Then when it re-breaks the high, it goes without 5-minute close. Is it similar to thunderstorm? Yes, you can take that as a thunderstorm, no problem. Janice, you can take that and treat it like a thunderstorm. External motivation, it doesn't. Yeah, motivation is good, but this is why I post some type of lifestyle videos, and you know, there is motivation that I'll post, but motivation should be through the skill, you know, not asking someone's net worth. You know, that's a bit too far. Why do people live in Dubai? I think tax benefits also another one. Alignment and ethical practices. Yeah, of course, transparency. I agree with you. And that's why I live stream my trades in front of everyone to have the transparency of my method, right? It's impossible to... I'm live streaming in front of everyone my setups. I live stream all the trades I take. I show the trades. You can see all my track record of the trades are all here with the MetaTrader picture as well to show that they were taken on MetaTrader, right? You can see all of them here, right? And you guys can figure it out. I always talk about how much I risk. Do some math, you know my other businesses, right? Know what else I do, and then if you guys are smart enough, just from figuring out, you can figure out what's going on. I mean, if you took every trade on the live stream here and risked $1,000, that's easy 25 grand. How to be disciplined and work on trading psychology? Watch my trading psychology video. I think this will help you a lot. I spent a lot of time planning this video, but not many people liked it. But I'm telling you, it will change a lot of your trading. So check it out. Come on, man. I just want to know your net worth. I'm so curious. It's not a question to ask, man. I'm sorry. I'll watch and like it. Sure. Is the cost of living in UAE better or worse than England? In your own experience, I think the cost of living in Dubai is better. I believe it's better. Money is fine to ask if it's done with someone who's been here for a while and is just interested to know. Like, you know, we talk about lots, Abdelali, like that. But when you ask, you're asking just to see relative to you. It's not the same way of someone asking for everything. You know, so there's times to talk about it. Hire a different plan on AU. Set up 4. What's this? You mean set up 3 on GJ, you mean? How you feel there won't be any trades? If it starts ranging like this for any longer, then probably we'll have to see. I'll be very careful of your 1 hour resistance. Very careful of your 1 hour resistance. So that makes sense. Right, I get the idea. But you have to watch. If it breaks this low, watch what happens here, guys. Right, so now if you're going to be triggered, watch what happens at this resistance here. But it does make sense. But watch carefully, huh? Watch what happens here. Yeah, session buys today on AU is... I would say it's mixed, but again, look where we're coming from. You're at 4 hours support, so it's fully mixed here. And you're in a range. You're just sitting at 4 hours support. Right? And then buys above here is not even the cleanest. Look at all these wicks for buys. Look at all these wicks up here. Barely closed above. Yeah, too many wicks. And you guys should have considered this hidden level here. This is important. Nothing closed above. 5 rejected the range here. It's rough. But yeah, if you take that setup 4, now you watch this level down here, right? Just make sure you don't get heavy rejection off there. AU is not easy today. AU is not easy today. Do you have any side hustle besides trading and YouTube? YouTube doesn't pay me. I get paid like $2 per stream. And you get paid around $1.5 to $2 $1.5 per 1,000 views on YouTube. You have a stream win rate. When did that start? That started like 3 months and a bit ago. Watch my vids and gauge so much value. Amazing. I'm happy that. Do I like to travel? Busy on businesses. Other side hustles I have other income sources. And I'm working on multiple projects. So my other side hustles is investments, which pay me dividends, such as real estate. And then I used to have other business, which I used to have a lighting business. So we used to provide custom lights and signs for companies and individuals, but moved on from that. So those 26 wins have been from the last 3 months only? Yes. 3.5 months, 4 months, yeah. When did you start stream? I'm not too sure. The best flexing is silence? Yes, the best flex is to have silence. You know? Roger Bank student, thank you. I'm not, but okay, if you say so. What if he learned something from me? Does it not work both ways? Does it not work both ways? Maybe he learned something from me. You never know. In Dubai, do we need to pay tax for FX and crypto trading? Nope, you don't. How much do you gain per month? Around, I would say, good months 20%, average months 8 to 10%, slightly above average 12%. Around those. Be silent and let the success speak for itself. Exactly. Would you live in Miami? No, I like Dubai. Dubai is very nice. You don't understand how jealous I am of no taxes on trading? I can bet. Calling that 1 hour rejection, I told you to be careful of that zone. Rejected it? Yeah. I have to be careful, man. It's not a joke zone. AU's messy. AU's messy. Just paper? You're good. Brian, you didn't listen to the plan. I told you you were having a bad week and you should have been break even. This is your fault, right? Take that with a grain of salt and understand I told you in your specific scenario that there's no point of losing this trade and you should be break even. Why did you not move to break even? Let me know. You're going to leave us in YouTube here, aren't you? You mentioned not making more money on YouTube. Listen, the whole reason I started YouTube is not to make money on YouTube. YouTube does not pay me. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm here to share information and I have a goal to build a brand. My brand is more important than YouTube is just an avenue to build a message I want to give. And the message I wanted to give is realistic expectations about trading and my journey. I wanted to share my journey, what I'm doing, and at the end of the day, I just wanted to share that and show the realistic approach to trading and my experiences. That's it. Because when I started, there was so much BS information that everyone was getting caught up in, but I saw straight through it. It was so obvious for me. I'm like, this is all BS. So I started it. Do you take trades after stream? Yes, but those trades after stream, I discuss in the exclusive group only, not in the free group. And to be honest, they discuss it with me because they already know what's happening. Yeah, for sure, lol, I didn't move break even because I had a good week. Oh, you had a good week. I thought you said you got messed up yesterday. We almost had a day. Yeah, I know, right? Like the video to support. Yeah, it just supports the channel. Make sure that everyone here is enjoying it and watching. I just know people are engaged when you like, and it just shows me that people are enjoying the stream and stuff. Temperature in Dubai today is around 43, 44. Harry, thank you for what you do. I've learned a lot. I'm learning more every day. Watch the videos and I'm continuing to grow. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Tuesday has Italian French bank holiday. Avoid this day. No, that's fine. We trade the Gbpjpy. Will you come to Thailand? No plans. Who do you think the best Forex trader is? Don't really care. It doesn't affect me. Who's the best Forex trader doesn't make me a better trader thinking someone's better. I follow myself and I just follow my plan. Forex mental space is crazy. It's nothing about how good someone is at trading. It's about how good someone is at marketing. Facts. Right? You can see it. The Forex YouTube has more entertainment than solid information. And the information that's on YouTube is way too overcomplicated. And it's another form of marketing. Because as a beginner, if someone sounds more complicated, they sound more advanced. And then you think you should be learning from them because they sound advanced. How much do we have to pay to be in the exclusive groups? All information is in the link in the description, guys. Just check the link in the description so I don't have to keep talking about it and people think I'm selling. Right? If you want to learn about the exclusive group, You can find the link in the description. Yesterday we had, I think, yeah, so we only have around less than 8 spots left. 7 or 8 spots remain only. Yeah, 7-8 spots remain, and then it will be closed. The reason I do this is just to make sure everyone coming into the group is well taken care of, and we can control and make sure, you know, it's kind of just the way I want to run it, right? I don't want to just force people in here. And yeah, I don't want to force people in here. I just want it to be nice and clean. Do you trade more than what? My trading is based by taking 1 trade a day. So that will be your answer. When am I buying a house next to the Palm, next to the Tates? The Tates don't own their house, they rent it. And that's way too overpriced, the houses on the Palm at the moment. Recently started Forex, an engineer, and happy to join your live session to learn. Welcome. Looking for a graphic designer? I have a team. Thank you so much for your offer though. YouTube Furus? Facts. Furus! God, even if so. One pip from SL. Let's see what happens. Do you have a lifetime plan? No, it's a monthly. Monthly is much better, because what if you join and you don't like it? Then you want to leave, right? If you join and you don't like it, then you'll have to leave, and I want to give people that option. People who offer lifetime plans are doing that for a cash grab. They're trying to lock you in, right? They're trying to lock you in, and what if they shut down the group in 2 years? Where's the terms and conditions for that? Like, that's ridiculous. So maximum people can offer a yearly plan in case people just want to pay for a year and can get a discount on the yearly plan. And then, you know, but lifetime plans, that's ridiculous. That's complete sellout. Harry, do you review your sessions every session? Yeah, so after this Zoom ends, I sit with the exclusive group again, and that's what we do. We review the session, review the trades, review their trades, and all of that stuff. What's the general tax for any business in Dubai? 0, yep. Lifetime plans like meeting someone and getting married the next day? Yeah, exactly. Maximum you should be offering is yearly, but that yearly should be with a discount in case people don't want to have a subscription. How old are you? I'm 22. Looking like a no trade day? Yeah, it's a little bit slow. I'm waiting for London Open in 2 minutes, and then I'll call it a day or something if nothing happens. We did nothing. We pumped, and then now we're doing nothing. Do you play football? No, I don't. How much capital do you wish to have over the next 5 years? I'm not focusing on capital. I'm focusing on just growing as an individual. Do you have a pet? I have a dog. Quick heads up, Harry's exclusive group price is actually very, very affordable. He's true specialist and great guy. I would say that the price is too low. Yeah, I do agree it's very, very low, but I want to give people an opportunity to benefit from the information and build reputation of that group. So yes, it's cheaper than a coffee per day, but still people complain and still people afraid to invest. Yesterday I got a message. I got a few messages of someone yesterday on stream for fun. Someone was trying something for fun and blew $80. $80 lasts you 2 months of education and information and guidance, but they're scared to pay that. Right? They're scared to pay that. It's incredible, man. Someone lost $500, $600. They don't care because they thought that they were going to make money, but they don't realize to make money you need to learn the skill. You can save much more money investing in real information than you will. And if I had that resource when I started, I would have used it, especially for a price that is, you know, like when I first started, there was none of this. It was all courses, and the courses were like $800, $1,000, and I didn't trust them. I didn't want to invest $1,000 into someone who I don't even get to speak to. Can you imagine? I have to watch paid YouTube videos for $800. Do you take crypto as a payment? The payment method should work. If not, then you DM me and I can sort something out if you really want to join. The tax for business is 0%? Yes. Do you have a strategy on how to sell the resistance? It's like a setup too. When do I trade? I trade when there's a setup. Price has done nothing, man. News came out. What type of question is this? Right? Price has done nothing. There's nothing that fits my plan. Do I take a trade? Why do we have a stream journal if I don't take any trades? All the trades we've taken are here and you're asking this question. Come on, man. Do you own a luxury car? Yes, I would consider it luxury. Very fortunate. People want FOMO by Friday? Yeah, exactly. Can you look at what you wrote? I don't know where. Look how. Well, what did you write, man? Where? You said you managed the trade. We'll talk about it now. I can't see when Abdelali 15-minute didn't fully close back in the 30-minute range. Even if I go now 30, we'll speak about it after stream because you made the decision and I want to talk to you. It's fine. We'll read all of this. And I want to talk to you directly with that, not on chat. This is why we have the after scene. I have a Tesla Model 3 Performance. Boring. Say no to electric. When are the weekly webinars? Can't find a date or time on your website? There is. Check this out. Right? Weekly webinars. Blah, 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 blah. I think I did put the weekly webinars on the home screen. You're probably right. That's a good... Thank you for pointing that out. Yes. Weekly webinars are every single Sunday. I think I do mention it in the video though. I do mention it in the video. Weekly webinars are every Sunday. But I will add it down to here. So thank you for that. And I do think it's also in the launch pass. Let's have a look. I should have said it. Yeah, there we go. That's why. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. Dubai time. But we alternate. We do 8 p.m. Dubai time. And we also do 10 a.m. Dubai time. So no matter where everyone is, we will adjust the time, right? So it will be every Sunday. And we decide the time. So it will be actually day after tomorrow. But yes, that's how it is. I knew I did write it somewhere. But I will put it on the website as well. Says I get 260 miles on a full charge, but I get like 90. Yeah, electric cars just don't do it, man. Maybe just the excitement of the Plaid, but otherwise it's just like, why make a car electric? It's like making a bike with square wheels. I mean, not really, but you know. Do you like Andrew Tate? I think he has some logic into men being more active and hustling harder, and he's a realist. I do think that he, of course, makes things a little bit more dramatic for media, which I do agree with, but a lot of stuff that he says can be taken as advice for sure. What about the X plate? I think the acceleration is pretty cool, you know. What type of Audi do you drive? Find out on my YouTube channel. Figure it out. I love my BMW E92 M3. That is a good car. Thank you very much. Why continue to poison ourselves with fossil fuels? Why continue to build batteries that child labor has to go on in poor countries to dig up the materials needed for batteries? When the batteries get ruined, all of the chemicals that are involved in developing these batteries, the plastics used to develop the batteries, all of the materials, the disposal of batteries, the batteries do more harm than petrol. Do I trade the news? No, I don't gamble. I don't gamble using buy stops and sell stops. That's gambling. I take trading seriously and I make sure to follow my plan exactly. Yeah, they have to mine the materials, and they mine the materials using heavy machinery that uses fossil fuels. NPC in chat, cars protecting us? Yeah. Waiting for support for form? I'm waiting for anything to form. Anyways, guys, I think chart is pretty boring at the moment. I don't think there's much is gonna happen. Even if we close above here, you're trading into wicks. You need to get above the 1 hour resistance. Then once you get above the 1 hour resistance, there's nothing much. So what you really need is a deep pullback to retrace some of this news move and then continue bullish. It's not really doing much at the moment. The 1 hour did close bullish though, but at the end of the day, we can't really buy into resistance. This has left a wick. If this wick was nice and short, we could buy at the break of that wick, but the wick is up here. So realistically, it's very tough spot at the moment. So I don't think there's much here, and there's not really a safe entry at the moment. I think price might range. What I would like to see is price break down, create support, and then continue towards the upside. So at the end of the day, I think that's what I'm going to wait for. And until that happens, there's not much. It's Friday. No need to give profits back to the market. News kind of messed us up. There was not much volume after news. The good thing is we didn't take buys after the news and get messed up by a move like this. So you have to wait for this candle to close. And, you know, at the moment, it's kind of bouncing up and down. So we'll see. And yeah, at the end of the day, appreciate everyone showing up. Thank you guys for showing to the stream. Hopefully catch you guys on Monday, and make sure that you're subscribed so you can join for future streams. Appreciate everyone as always. Yesterday we had 2 trades on stream. We had 2 trades on stream, so definitely a great day, and appreciate everyone. So thank you very much for joining, and with that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.